Alright. Starting a bit late tonight because I was cooking about 4 pounds of quinoa, and as I'm sure you can imagine, that takes a bit of time. Now, you might be wondering, why am I first cooking 4 pounds of quinoa at 8 p.m.? And that is a very excellent question. So anyway, last night where we left off was finishing up the outer left nav. So today, start creating the components for fetching the container models and displaying them in a tree view, so that those can be navigated as such and selected for filtering items. Okay, so what we have here is changes do I have? Oh, I never committed those because they were irrelevant. Probably not at any point in the next day or so going to commit any changes to this file. That's fine. So we have the nav bar, we need the left nav. We already know that it can contain properly all this material. Is it me, or is the background color missing? I could have sworn that we'd fixed the background color on this. And now it seems to not be fixed. What's up with that? Let's go back and figure that out real quick. CSS. Body. That's different. CSS, left nav. Left nav body. Yeah. Yeah, that was a thing. What's going on with you? Huh. And where are you coming from? Off-canvas LG, off-canvas body. It must have been stuck in the browser as disabled, and I thought that worked okay. So let's try that. Now it, yeah. It's very subtle, the difference. There we go. I'll take it. Yeah, there it is. I'll make it a little less than 400 though, because at the smallest size, It's taking up almost half the screen. The left nav. Maybe it should be 350. Yeah, that's reasonable. Should be 350. Yeah. Yeah, because then after that point, so that way it's about a third when it, at the point at which it's taking up the most possible space. So, that body. So we'll just copy that. Yeah, and properly refresh because... Uh-huh. And why are you still 400 wide? That body. Oh. That's overwriting that. Wait, do we even really need that? I mean, it just is 400 here, right? Yeah. Yeah, we want to keep it to that. So we just don't need to set it. We just don't need to set it. So we only set it to 350 here. Okay. And then for like a moderately sized monitor, go 1440 by 1020, you get decent little view. So, I mean, even people who are rolling something from like 2013, 2008, they should be fine. And of course, mobile is covered. So, now when it comes to accessing the containers, there's two ways to go about it. One thing I don't want to do, so I mean, technically there's three ways to go about it, but the way I'm not going to do it, which is I think how it's technically currently implemented because I just fleshed out all the APIs. Let's see, containers controller. Let's see. Okay, this just gets all the containers. Now, if you have a system with just a ton of containers, the last thing you want to do is load every container all at once and then have to sift through them and sort them into a tree view on the UIN because, well, for two reasons. One, you're loading a ton of data up front that you don't need to be loading. And two, now, do I have Kaminari installed yet? Actually, now that I think about it. Hold on. I know I did leave some pagination code in some of these APIs, but do I have Kaminari installed yet? That's a good question. Just distracted myself. Hold on, gem file. Yeah, I don't have Kaminari installed yet, so I do have to fix that. But aside from that, what I'd rather do is load all top-level containers, all containers that have null for parent. And then leave them collapsed by default, and when you expand one, it makes the request to get the children of that container. And so on and so on. So, what we're going to need to do is modify the API a bit. There's two ways that we can go about routing that. I'm kind of on the fence about which one I'm going to go with. One would be on containers, just have a query param for parent ID, and if it's not set, then containers index just yields all top-level containers. If it is set, then it would get the containers whose parent is that ID. That would be one thing to do. Another would be, under containers, have a member. We don't have any examples of a member. Let's open up Blag. Under Blag, under Blag, where is it? Routes. Where are you? I know I got one. I know I have. Ah, here we go. Accept permissions. That's a post. This would be a get, so it would be a get on member type of route, where it's the route would be containers ID/ID/ get children, and that would, and then the index would only ever fetch the top level containers without a so it would actually be two separate API requests rather than one path, and you either have a query param or you don't. And either way is viable without being a pain to code, because the request is being made from two different places in the front-end code base. The request for the parent level containers is being made in the left nav, and the request for the children containers is being made by the container component, of which there would be several in the left nav. So yeah, now how do we structure that anyway? Guess I could. Wrong code base. I could, in theory, just have another function inside this, but what am I going to do? Components/components to have the nav container component or container nav component. Yeah. I could just. Well, it's part of the left nav, but not really going to be in anything else. Let's look at examples here of subcomponents. It's like article form, It's used by edit, and comment section happens to only be used by article details, but could be used in other things. The drop downs, well, they're not really drop downs. The collapsible areas. I should look up exactly what they're called in React so that I can make sure that I A, describing them correctly, and B, I'm able to find them. Oh, for Christ's sake. Components. Carousels, drop downs. Not drop downs, but where are spinners, tables, tabs? I guess accordion, right? Yeah. Yeah, they're accordions, I guess. But what about... Yeah. Yeah, so this is what we'll be using, by the way. These accordion components. To create the tree view, and of course the custom button probably, because one thing I don't want is the entire area to be clickable as the thing to make it expand and collapse. I want only the button to the right. So we'll technically be using custom buttons because I want text over here to be clickable as a button to trigger the event to set the container you're filtering by when fetching the items in the main view. So you would click the text to get your items. You click the little arrow to expand and contract. And another thing is, not all containers have child containers, so one thing I have to add to the response body in the API to fetch the containers is at least a has children flag, if not the number of child containers, which I actually might prefer the latter so that I can display that as well. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to put a set of these little accordions, and any container that has children containers will have a little arrow button. Click the arrow button, expand it, it'll request the children containers of that container. It'll create more accordions inside of itself for those, and you'll be able to continue thusly, and click the left side, the text, to select the container to filter your items. That's the plan for tonight. So when the left nav loads, so how I'll structure this code is, since this is unique to the left nav component, it's just going to be another function inside of it that's not going to be exported. And also, oh, you bastard. Let's delete all this, because this is hideous, disgusting, unsightly. Get out of my sight. That's interesting. I don't see, that means it doesn't continue all the way. That's annoying. Oh. Maybe? If I did that, it'll be safe. Let's do that, and then see if that doesn't break the scrolling. As long as I put it on here and not on here. If I put it on here, that would be an issue, because now that's setting that as a constant height. Now, all of the text inside there is just cut off. Because the scroll bar is on this. Well, actually, it's on this, but if this is constant and this is where the scroll bar is, that might be a problem. Okay, let's put that all back and see what happens. No, we can still scroll. We can still scroll. Okay, we can still scroll. Oh, but wait. You bastard. Look at that. It gets cut off at the... Jesus. I hate CSS sometimes. I swear. So we can't do that. What if we... made sure that this was where the background goes. Yeah, just put it all here. Ugh, God damn it. I accidentally Control C, which would have cleared my clipboard. Okay. That makes it all gray there. Okay. Let's see. It's still all gray. Okay. Alright. Let's see here. Okay. And okay. So that's looking right now. That's looking right. Well, it takes up at most a third of the screen, roughly. I mean, maybe just a little bit more. 36% of the screen. Yeah. So this is an empty class, but whatever. Do not use empty rule sets. Well, it's not hurting anything. It doesn't do anything to anyone, so I mean... yeah, I'm gonna leave that there. Yeah. Yeah, you'll get over it, because I might have to put something there at some point. Get over it. Act a little high and mighty. So anyway, yeah, so I'm going to have an unexported function here for returning a container component. So function container nav. I think that's an appropriate name for it, don't you? And we'll just document that real quick. Okay. And okay. For container accordions. I'm not sure I spelled that right. Navbar. Okay. Now again, back to the API. I think I am going to go with one way where index just gives you parents. And you have to call the member path to get the children. Right? Because there's no reason to randomly get a list of mixed containers at any point. At least not that I foresee. So, what I'm going to do is look up the scope syntax real quick, which I believe is on here, or no, it might be on article. Scope search term. Dot search term. Q. Okay, query do. Okay, so scope, we have a one of these things. I forget the term. It just slipped my mind. I just had a brain fart. Ruby. Not directive. Directive? You use something that you append a colon and it's not a string. Try. Okay. Where is my cursor? Hold on. Just hold on. Give me 1 second. Son of a bitch. Alright, where? Oh, wait. Hold on. Back. Be blank cache. Hashes. Symbol. Okay. You place a colon in front of us. So you scope symbol params. So I guess it's a lambda function. Pretty sure. Pretty sure that's what that is. Yeah. And then it's yeah, so so containers. Scope top level do and where I believe it's null. I want to say null. I can't remember if it's default null or default 0 for this particular column. I'm pretty sure I made it a nullable column and it's null if there's no parent, but I'm only like 99% sure, so I just want to double check real quick. But I'm fairly certain that it's null when there's no parent, because 0 would be kind of dumb. So I just want to double check. It's always good to double check things, but yeah, it should be null. Yeah, it's null. Where? Well, now I can get the parent ID is null. Yeah. Just gonna do that. And then we're gonna go to D. Ruby server Ruby bin Rails console, and we're just gonna double check this works before we put it into the API. Okay. Top equals. I only got one top level container. I know there's two. It's closet and cookie jar. What the hell? Just double check that. Oh, okay, it is a set. I don't like this. This. I really hope that limit 11 is only applicable to the console. Pretty sure it is, based on that comment that shows up in the. Based on the fact that I'm pretty sure I've selected more than 11 of a thing. Anyway, so yeah. So it works. So top level works. We got the closet and the cookie jar. Nice. Very nice. Okay, so now let's go back into our API there. And we don't even need a top level.all. It's just top level. Good thing I checked that. Okay, dot top level. Okay. And just like that. And then of course we want a member. Let's just double check the syntax for that because again, kind of a newbie. Yeah, so that's method name on member. Okay, so we're just gonna do a little get. That should show up on the same controller too. Container routes. Where's routes? Match. Add item, remove item. get children on member. Yep, that ought to do it. Check our routes real quick. Okay. Containers, container ID, containers ID, children. Okay. And that looks for the children function. So we're just going to go into containers control, index. I wonder if there's a way to override the action, because you really should be able to get the children of containers if you can get the index. That does mess with our granular permissions. I don't want to have to set a separate permission for getting the children of container. Listing containers is listing containers. So that is cause to not use a member route. So it should be the same function, so that we can maintain it as the same permission. Because the way our permission system is set up, I don't have a way implemented of passing the permission ID for the function. I just pass the function name and have the permission just directly reference the function name, as opposed to having a set of permission IDs that are labeled in the database, and then you could have two functions that pass the same permission ID where applicable to the check permissions function. So it would be, a list permission that you would pass, whether you're calling index or children. So I think that does kind of paint me into a corner a little bit here. And I think I'm kind of required by design to not use a member path for this. And besides, it's not really an appropriate use for a member path, given that it's getting kind of the same thing. It's not getting a slightly different, right? Like one use would be getting, instead of an image, you get the image's thumbnail. So you're fetching slightly different data. This is the same type of data, structured the same way. It's still containers. So yeah, I think that maybe the query parameter is more appropriate anyway for this use case. So I'm just going to go ahead and drop that. It's kind of up in the air. I just picked one, but I picked wrong. Yeah. So what I want to do is get the query parameter and then where set. Oof. I need something where the pagination is overridden. Params.hasKey, yeah. Yeah. Something like that. Total containers count doesn't matter. Just gonna go with at containers.count. I'm just gonna copy that. Okay, so containers equals params.hasKey parent else container.toplevel. Right. Alright. And then we go back to our containers. Yeah, this is better because then that's just all one line. And it's not a whole other function anyway to do basically the same thing. Sure. Where? I wonder if that would work. Okay, rail scoops. Scoop. Print. Reddit print. Here. Published. Here published. Okay, so. ID. Is that the syntax for that? Okay. Parent ID equal. No, it's still that. Probably still want it to be cold. I want to make sure I'm sanitizing. Oh, that's right, we're using the question mark, right? And that's what sanitizes it. Yeah. Hmm. Find by. Wouldn't it just be find by? Let's see if I have any find by. Parent ID, parent. Yeah. Alright. Ah! Fucker. Side. Side. No selection. Oh. But yeah, find by only gives you one, doesn't it? Find by only gives you one. Is there a find all by? Okay, so you need that where for find all. So find all. Yeah. So I do need a scope and I do need a where. Make this work. So it is that. Okay. There we go. Now it's working. So yeah. So dot children of. Dot children of. There. Okay. Containers. Okay. Okay, so what? So. Okay. Front stack. Children. Okay, I like it, I like it. So children of an ID, but children, of course, refers directly to on the member. So container's children are those whose parent ID is that container. Children of is a scope on the container class. It gives children of an ID. So, and the latter happens to be more convenient for this, otherwise it would be a big old if block. You know, if it's set, get the container, then get the container's children, then return those. Else, get the top level container. This lets us do much quicker, cleaner, simpler, more straightforward. Get the children of that, or get the top level. Simple. Crisp, clean, love it. Spend a lot of time sitting and explaining things to nobody, though. I bet I'd have this developed a lot faster if I didn't do these streams. But I do want to document the entire process and explain what I'm doing, so that if I ever want to refer someone to these videos, but no one's going to watch, 60 hours straight, and that's probably what it's going to be by the end of this, at least 60 hours. Probably just going to skip around, skim a bit, but Maybe I should just develop this software and just create a demo stream at the end. I don't know. Whatever. Or I could just get back to work. Stop bitching. Stop bitching and moaning. Okay, so. Parent equals so. We need left nav. Okay, so. Const containers. Set containers. Equals use state. I think that's suitable. Right, where's that? Set users. Now for this, we're going to actually consistently make classes for everything now. So far, the only services I have are for auth and utils for users and login and log out. Now, what I did a little bit in the blog, in the blog app. Oh my god. Maybe I should just call it tonight. It was a rough day. Where am I? Okay, so I have these model classes that I use some places. Right. And that way I can have strictly typed objects. I think that's what I'll do for containers. I mean, I think that's what I'll do for everything, but I'll actually use them everywhere, because you'll notice that I really only use it for the edit article. Right? Raw data article. Right. But for, say, article details and article list, I'm actually just using type any. Right? Not gonna do that. I'm gonna always use my model and properly process my data. So, yeah, go to, well, export article. So, article.model.tso, service. I got permission model. So, new file. Container.model.ts. Copy the copyright message. And that's representing class container model. Okay. Representing name, description, D string. Let me copy all this real quick and alter it as needed. Okay, ID, name. Come on, man. Container name. Permission action. Okay. Name description. Description. Spin. Name, description, notes. Notes. Notes on the container model? I don't remember notes on container. Notes on items? Notes on containers? That was the thing? No, it was like 2 weeks ago. Hold on. Notes on container? ID description notes. What sort of notes would you put on a container? I mean, item, yeah. You know, noting that something's chipped or whatever. But okay, notes on a container. Yeah, you never know. You never know if you want to put notes on a container. Position. Position is also a description. Oh, wait. ID, name, description. If I recall correctly, is position. Place this is the area address. Yeah. So description is serving the purpose of position. Sorry, your diagram is a little outdated. I should have created a document for these. I really should have. Oh well. Yeah. Then containment position. Containment has position. Position is just a brief description of where it is. Build container data. Okay. No. So D name. Oh no, name is doing what position would do. Sort of. Good notes. Name. Front stack. Yeah, name and position are basically the same thing for a container. The front stack. Description. Notes and parent ID. Okay, notes. Notes it is. Whatever. Name. Description. Notes. Okay, notes. Okay, that should be good enough for now. I'm not going to make the API request just yet. I want to actually work on the UI. So use state. So array. Yeah, use state. Container. Wait. Oh shit. Oh. No. Oh. Well, I'm not looking for that. You're being silly. Okay, yeah. Container model. Okay. Okay, as. Alright. use effect we're not doing use effect here. Line page, use effect, function. Container. Let I don't really need anything but name. Yeah, so name is what's going to display on the left side. Nothing else really matters, so. So. I just want to make sure before we do anything else. Div. Yeah. So that div is where all the magic is happening. So don't mess with that. That div is very important. So okay. Okay. Uh, Just want to double check something real quick though. So components, shared components. That uses types. Yeah, you notice that the the types are defined in the so if you do it that way. Only because the one. If there was more than one for this, I would definitely use the definitely go with prop types. But I'm not going to use prop types for just one thing. So we've now got it set up so that will display multiple containers. So accordion. Let's see. Let's see what that gets us. Nothing, of course. But now let's get a basic accordion in first. Accordion. Accordion item. And then we could just have each of those be an accordion item. Accordion item. Accordion header. Accordion body. Yeah. So. Okay, accordion dot item. Event key. Nothing quite yet. Accordion dot header. Okay. Where's my other accordion item? One more time to kill the pain. I feel summer creeping in. I'm tired of this time again. This time again. What the fuck? What the fuck? Why is it doing that? That's what's happening? Why? Oh, no, 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 no. This is applying this to every single one of these. No, 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 no. I need the little error. That'll fix it. There we go. Goodness. Alright, so we got something. We got basic accordion in. Accordion. And what happens if I do flush? Let's see. Oh, I hate it. In fact, I want the same padding that that this feller has. Where are you getting that from? Yeah, padding wherein. Yep. Okay. What was I doing? Oh, padding. Padding wherein. Background color. Okay, height, overflow, scroll bar. Okay. Nice. I dig it. Thank God. Okay. Const children set children use state ba. Okay. Okay, I wonder if I can add an event handler to always open. Okay. Always open. Card-based accordions it doesn't stretch. You cannot use the accordion. Use accordion button to make custom toggle components. Okay. Card header, custom toggle. Accordion. Card.header. Accordion.collapse. You may wish to have different styles of tiles. See the section is expanded. Because the tile has control there. Alright. Well, it's lowercase a. Okay. Yeah. Accordion always open. So we want accordion always open. Okay. Card set No. Okay. Card. Okay, card. Card.header. Data.name. Context-aware toggle. Event key equals data.id. Toggle. Context-aware toggle. Children event key callback. Event key. String. Okay, we're just gonna have to steal this for a second. Creating context. Create event key. Okay, active key. Event key. Decorate on click equals. Is it create? Key. String. Click. Backend. Okay. I'm gonna have to actually take that out of here because that might be used elsewhere. Uh, So this is gonna have to go in shared components. Services, shared components, new file. Okay. Okay. Okay, so children. So we're gonna want to do one of these. Okay, so context aware toggle. Prop types equals children. I guess element array. Yeah. Children. Event key. Callback prop data thought function. Okay. Aware toggle types. Okay. So that gives us most of the component. Okay, type equals button. Use context to create context. Okay. Okay, but what about context aware? Accordions where accordion. Okay. Okay. Use accordion context. React arrays. I have many collapse lines. Key. Use accordion button. Click. Call back. Call back and key. Key. Call back. Key. Text. Accordion context. Accordion collapse. Accordion collapse. Type equals button. Background colors. Okay. I don't know what you would pass for the button's children. Click me. It says click me. Oh, that's the children. Oh, I see. So whatever you put in it. Except in my case, expect button type equals button. Aria expand equals implicit. Accordion button collapsed. Accordion button. Area expanded equals true. Plus equals Accordion button. Key equals X. Click equals use accordion button. Come now. Click. Yeah, I better just leave that be. Children, any key. Go back. Custom toggle has context around. Use accordion button. Key. Class equals. Class equals accordion button. Alright. Accordion. Context aware toggle. Okay. Accordion.collapse. And the key equals 1. Data accordion dot collapse keys. Children is missing type event key string. Card.body. Card.body. Jesus, that went to shit. This is going to be interesting, to say the least. I don't think we're committing anything tonight. It's already been 2 hours, and this is a mess. Should I go 3 hours tonight? For the hell of it? Why not? Alright. How are we doing? This is something, that's for sure. Ain't good, but it's something. It's something not so good. Let's just remove that for now. And, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty fucking horrible. Glass card. Okay. Accordion card. Okay. Let's just see. That as well. Type equals button. So maybe the issue is that I used that class I shouldn't have used in that context, maybe. Is that the issue? Why is it so broken still, though? It's horrible. Just to be certain of one thing. Accordion. Where's the other accordion always open? Okay, so that's one accordion. But why is it like that? How did that get so broken? Compared to just a regular accordion. Why is that accordion so broken? And not this one. Okay, so card accordions are fucked up by this, something about the CSS of this left side nav is fucking up the card accordion specifically, but not other accordions. Except I need a custom accordion because I need to be able to put a button to the right and a link to the left. This is something else. accordion.item. Event key accordion. What if I put accordion.item around the card? Yeah, but no, accordion.item requires an event key, right? Accordion.item. H2 accordion header. Div class equals accordion item. Accordion. Okay. So this accordion is class card. Okay. Accordion header. Button. Type equals button. Accordion.item. Accordion.header. Card. Card.header. Accordion.item. Accordion.header. Accordion.header. Div class equals. What's the difference? Class equals accordion. Div class equals accordion. Accordion item. Accordion item. Accordion header. Accordion item. Oh. Accordion header. Okay. Button. Equals button. Toggle and key. Accordion collapse. And key equals data.id. Card body. Green.body. Oops. Always open. But I want them open by default. Collapsed. Okay, so I'm able to create button collapse. Pagination. Let's get some height. Height. A 52. Line item center. Display. Flex. Okay. How do I... Flex shrink 0. Right. Auto. Okay. Margin left auto. Okay, so that's what we want. Margin left auto. Split flex. Split flex. Gated name. Yeah, I'm gonna have to create my own component classes to clean this up. Because the last thing I want to do is just be directly referencing these bootstrap classes. So I'm gonna have to roll my own accordion parts to finish this out. This is gonna be a long and arduous journey here to get what we want out of this. And also figuring out how to get I might have to roll my own accordion entirely. What a pain. I wonder. Maybe mix MUI. I wonder what MUI's accordion is like before I go any further into this nonsense. Does MUI have an accordion that lets you just make the button be clickable? Ah. Okay. Span icon. Okay. I also hate the gap. But what about... Oh, that's good. I also need to get rid of that hard outline, so... I can't be that. It just can't be that. And... FA. Okay, so I need chevrons then. So React icons. FA chevron down, FA chevron up. What? No, 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 no. No, no, no. What are you doing? 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 Okay. Okay. Margin left. Display flex, okay. Display flex. Okay, so got it there. Okay, display flex. Okay. Card body. Here's where it gets interesting. Accordion always open. Oh wait, that creates an infinite loop, doesn't it? Let's just put that back and oopsie doops. Yeah, that was dumb. Yeah. Just gonna terminate that real quick because of the infinite loop and all that. And a fork bump, no less. Spreads out in multiple directions. Okay, that's a useless. Okay. Kind of want to find a thin chevron. Low chevron. But I mean, these are fine. These chevrons are fine too. I just need to detect when. Collapse. Div. Accordion item. Okay. So the issue is the class of the card, so display flex. So I should make my own custom classes then and just leave them as divs. They don't need to be some. I don't need to make components like accordion dot header and accordion dot item, and also accordion dot header and accordion dot item components specifically. Yeah, so we have text. Definitely can't use accordion dot item there, but yeah. Accordion dot item. Styles, color. all accordion.item confers is the background color, really. This context, doesn't it? So just make it white. Accordion.item. Okay. Accordion.header. Font size. Margin bottom 0. Font size 2rem. Okay, background color. Yeah. Yeah, I still have a bit of styling to do and trying to figure out how to detect when it's open. Because if it's always open, you can't just go by the ID, so how do you know? I probably should just call it and commit here and save my spot so that if I mess anything up tomorrow, I can revert back to the commit. Because I'm in a pretty good spot as far as getting this to do what I want it to do. So this current event, so let's use this. Oh, yeah. I mean, somehow something somewhere knows that this is expanded because, for Christ's sake, it's expanded. But sources. Consumer provider display name. Active event key is an array. It's an array, you fucker. You people suck. Why'd you code that like that then? Hold on. I want to see how I did isArray here, just to be sure. Array.isArray. Dataset permissions. Yeah, so it's just like that. If array.isArray. Fucker. Well, if I have to do that, then goddamn right. Fuck you. Now it's mine. I did it. Okay. Okay. Ha! Hell yeah. So we can drop this shit. Yeah. So Okay, and we can further refine it tomorrow. But we've got custom shit. Once we finish fixing up the look and feel of it, oh. Key equals container key equals D data equals container if data.id if accordion always up there. Should have worked. So for 1, 2, and 3, it should have had children components. Oh, ¿qué pasó? Okay, so duh, duh. Oh shit! So it's returning the accordion child is instead of an accordion class. Shit. Okay, so 6. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12. Return nothing. Ability. Okay. Person data ID. ID equals. Okay, so 1 to get 4, 5, and 6. So times 3 plus 1. 4. 5 and 6. So then 2 will give us 7, 8, 9, and 3 will give us 10, 11, and 12. The only thing is, I would try to indent a little bit. Because this is like a nightmare. So we need better styling, but I now have good enough sample data to finish styling this tomorrow. When I'm done styling it, then I'll feed it some actual data. I need to make it so that it's readable first. 24. Let's make it like that. Yeah. Because it shouldn't matter what the text is. The text says closet over and over again. It should still be readable as nested. You shouldn't be relying on the text being recognizable. The text should be able to be complete gibberish, and you should still be able to go, okay, yeah, I can tell this is under this, just by the shape of things. So. That works just as well, so. I don't feel comfortable committing this, but at the same time, I don't feel comfortable not committing, because on one hand, there's a bunch of bogus test data here. Now, I'll look over the commit and decide. I mean, I've had bogus data before. Continue.rb. Okay, continues, continue.all. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Context aware toggle. All right. Okay. That's all we're gonna get for now. It's a lot of futzing to do.